Welcome back to Sleeping Buddy. Tonight we enter a sanctuary where you no longer have to pretend. You can stop being strong, take a long, slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, feel the heavy armor around your heart begin to loosen. Close your eyes and let the storm wash the world away. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. The city is drowning under a relentless, violent summer thunderstorm. Thunder rumbles deeply in the distance, vibrating through the pavement. You are walking alone down a narrow, forgotten, neon-lit alleyway, shivering from the cold rain. But the cold outside is nothing compared to the freezing exhaustion inside your soul. For months, perhaps years, you have been putting on a brave face. You smile when you want to cry. You say, "I'm fine," when you are breaking apart inside. You have been carrying the weights of deadlines, family responsibilities, and the constant need to please everyone around you. You are a warrior, but tonight, the warrior is completely spent. You cannot carry the act for another day. Through the blinding sheets of rain, you notice a set of worn stone steps leading downward into a basement. Above the low wooden door hangs a tarnished brass sign that glows under a single flickering lantern. It reads, "The Pawnbroker of Heavy Masks." Driven by an overwhelming urge to escape the storm, you push the door open. Instantly, the violent roar of the thunder drops into a soft, distant heartbeat. The air inside is warm, smelling of old paper, burning sage, and expensive velvet. The shop is filled with towering wooden shelves holding antique balances, golden keys, and locked wooden chests. Behind an exceptionally high dark mahogany counter stands a tall, mysterious figure. He wears a beautifully tailored obsidian robe, and his face is completely concealed behind an elegant hand-painted Japanese porcelain cat mask. The eyes of the mask curve into a gentle, knowing crescent moon. You shiver from the cold rain, stepping forward. You reach into your soaking wet pocket and pull out an old, scratched brass pocket watch. It is the only thing of value you have left. You place it on the counter, your voice trembling. I don't have any money, and I need a place to escape this storm. Can I pawn this watch? It still works, I promise." The keeper does not look down at the watch. Instead, the porcelain cat mask tilts slightly to the side, examining you in the dim candlelight. He lets out a soft, amused chuckle that echoes through the quiet shop. "A pocket watch? My dear traveler, look around you. This shop is filled with hundreds of golden clocks and ancient keys. Time is the cheapest commodity I own. I have no use for your metal." Your heart sinks. You reach for the watch, feeling utterly rejected, prepared to step back out into the freezing storm. But before you can move, the keeper leans over the counter, his long obsidian sleeve brushing against the velvet cloth. He points a slender, warm finger not at your pockets, but directly at your face. His voice drops into a gentle, knowing whisper. "However, you are carrying something incredibly rare, something extraordinarily heavy. Tell me, how many years have you been wearing that invisible mask on your face? The one that smiles when you want to cry? The one that pretends everything is fine? You freeze. You touch your own cheeks, finding nothing but wet skin. Yet your heart skips a beat. My mask? You whisper, your eyes widening in disbelief. The keeper nods slowly, the eyes of his cat mask gleaming with a sudden warmth. Yes, the mask of the Unbreakable. It is a masterpiece of deception. You wear it to please the world, but it is suffocating your soul. Bring that mask to my counter. If you pawn your persona to me tonight, I will give you a sanctuary where you can finally break. I will give you the deepest sleep you have ever known. Do we have a deal? You step forward, resting your hands on the smooth dark wood of the counter. The keeper leans down over the high desk, bringing his long warm fingers close to your face. As his fingertips gently hover near your temples, you feel a sudden, intense sensation of warmth. Slowly, meticulously, he begins to lift the invisible mask from your skin. In the mirror on the wall, you see a spectacular magical sight. As his fingers move, glowing translucent fragments, looking exactly like cracked white porcelain or crystalline ice, begin to gracefully peel away from your jawline, your forehead, and your eyes. With every fragment he removes, a wave of profound liquid relief washes over your entire body. It feels as if a heavy iron band that has been compressing your skull for years is finally being cut away. The keeper whispers tenderly in your ear, "Let it go. You don't have to be perfect here. You are allowed to break." A sudden rush of warmth hits your chest, and for the first time in years, the tightly locked knot in your throat completely dissolves. A single pure tear escapes your eye, rolling down your newly freed skin. It is not a tear of sadness, but a tear of ultimate, beautiful liberation. You can finally breathe. Your shoulders drop by inches. Your whole physical form feels completely weightless, like a feather floating in the quiet dark. The keeper gathers the glowing porcelain shards into his hands, where they magically merge back into a heavy cold grey stone mask. He places the stone mask into a luxurious dark green velvet-lined drawer, takes a massive iron key, and turns it in the lock. Clack! The sound of the lock is the final punctuation mark to your stress. The keeper turns his eyes back to you, his voice dissolving into a reassuring whisper. "Your mask is safely pawned. I will keep it locked away forever. You never have to wear it again. Now look behind you." You turn around and find that the plush velvet chair in the corner has transformed into a massive cloud-like bed, covered in the thickest, softest silk duvets you have ever felt. The air in the shop has grown deeply somber and cozy. The keeper quietly blows out the tall candles, plunging the room into a warm, protective twilight. The grand thunderstorm outside continues to pour, its heavy rhythms drumming against the building, creating an impenetrable wall of safety around your sleep. You climb into the soft bed, pulling the heavy warm duvet up to your chin. For the first time in your life, your mind is a complete blank slate. There are no expectations to meet tomorrow. There is no one to please. You are just a human being, completely bare, completely safe, and deeply loved by the quiet dark. Your eyelids feel as heavy as ancient stones, pulled down by the gentle, irresistible gravity of deep sleep. The soft rhythmic ticking of the shop's clock and the magnificent roar of the rain outside merge into a single eternal lullaby. Let go completely now. Let the darkness carry you away. Surrender your tired soul to the heavy, peaceful night. Sleep takes you now, soft, deep, and unbroken, as you drift into a beautiful, endless dream. Good night, my friend.